Hi there, welcome. My name is Sommerville Johnston, and I would love to invite you for a cup of tea. So you can go ahead and push pause on this video, run off to the kitchen or the break room, and make a nice cup of tea, or perhaps just a cool glass of water, whatever your body is craving for a beverage at this moment. And when you're ready, come on back. So mindfulness. What comes to mind when you think of mindfulness? For a lot of folks, it's some image of sitting on a cushion, meditating. It's a nice idea, but it's something that you just don't consistently make time for. Maybe mindfulness makes you think of an app like Headspace or Calm or any of a number of resources that can support you in guiding you through a moment of mindfulness. Today I'm going to guide you through a moment of mindfulness with your tea. And the idea is that you can continue to practice this anytime, anywhere, with a beverage, with food, with anything that you're engaging with in a sensory manner. So Jon Kabat-Zinn defines mindfulness as paying attention in a particular way, on purpose, to the present moment without judgment. The benefits of mindfulness go on and on. But one of the benefits is that it brings our attention to the here and now in a way that it can help our body drop more into a sense of safety and calm. I talk a lot about this in terms of the nervous system, but we are going for more parasympathetic nervous system settling in our bodies. We want rest and digest. It's not that we don't also want to be activated and get things done and be able to take action in the midst of stressors. We want that too. But on the whole, in our society, whatever we're navigating usually has to do with a moment of stress, whether it's a personal illness or someone we love is sick, whether it's a global pandemic or the stressors of living paycheck to paycheck, or the stressors of navigating how to get everything done in a day that seems to need doing. So we tend to live at a place of overactivation or dropping down into a place of really numb and not feeling. And we'll do that often in front of our screens. So yes, you're at a screen right now, but here's an opportunity to be present oriented. Help calm the body, bring attention to the here and now. Using our senses is a great way, a really beautiful method for bringing attention to the here and now. So it can be through listening to bird sounds around us. It can be through smelling a cup of tea, taking a warm bath, or literally just touching any surface around us and noticing the quality of that surface and what texture you feel under your fingertips. So it's really slowing down and noticing with intention. So with your hot cup of tea, hopefully, we can start just by feeling the temperature in our hands. Notice how the cup of tea feels in your hands. Feeling that temperature, also feel the warmth coming up off of the cup of tea onto your skin. Maybe there's a little bit of steam. And pause and notice without trying to guess what's next, without trying to judge the moment in any way. Just notice what happens. And then smell. Smell whatever herbal flavors are in your tea. Notice what happens in your nostrils. Notice what happens in your mouth. Perhaps there are memories associated with this smell. Without getting distracted by the memories, just notice the thoughts as they arise, recognize them, and then come back to the smell. Next, we're going to begin to take a sip, although depending on how recently you made your tea, you might not be able to sip it yet. So even just bringing your mouth closer to the cup. And notice as you put your lip on the edge of the cup, what happens in your mouth? Any sort of anticipatory, salivary glands opening? And now when you're ready, you can take a sip. And feel the warmth in your mouth. Notice it, how far down your throat can you feel it? Notice what happens in your mouth when it opens to the flavors of the tea. And before taking another sip, just keep noticing in your body what happens next. Again, hands on the cup. Anytime you notice your mind start to wander away from this moment of mindfulness, a really helpful trick is to label that as thinking, 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 or planning, 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 or worrying, worrying, worrying. And that interrupts the thought and allows you to bring your attention and intention back to the focus of your mindfulness, in this instance, your cup of tea. So again, taking another sip when you're ready. Noticing even more subtly what happens maybe in the back of your mouth and your jaw. What happens as you let yourself be here and not feel like you need to be anywhere else? As you rest into this moment, feeling through your hands, smelling with your nose, tasting with your mouth, even hearing, like I just noticed the sound of my own swallow. So the sounds that are present with you in this cup of tea. And also I didn't add in, but adding in the color. Look in the color of the tea, the shape of your mug. Really studying and getting curious. I think of curiosity as the antidote to judgment. I'm drinking a blend of tea, and so there's sort of this particulates around the edge of my cup. And so noticing them and seeing their colors, not trying to do anything about it in this moment, just observing and being with. And as you practice this mindfulness of your tea experience, I wonder what you notice you might want to bring from this activity into other moments of your day. Even to the extent that in a more advanced practice, you might try to be mindful with your own emotions, especially the ones that we might think of as negative. Like maybe there's a moment that comes up of sadness. How can we hold the sadness? Observe it, be curious about it, notice how it feels in our bodies. Notice the sensation of a tear falling down our face without trying to change it, without trying to get rid of it or hold it or push it away. I might offer that we could find that if we are mindful with our emotions, we experience them coming and going a little more easily. Thank you for joining me for this morning or afternoon of tea and mindfulness. I look forward to seeing you next time.